Velkommen til Knappe helter, en podcast dedikert til alt innen filmer, serier og alt som er nerdete. Deres verter er Buddy, Dillard Skillard og Shmi.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
High above the city, they shining my spotlight. Commissioner on the rooftop, Double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks we fight, for the right crosses we throw. For the ninjas we injure, revenge on our foes. From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects our infinite arson crisis. Our wars are civil but secret. Here come the Mad King!
Dillard Skillard!
Schmeezy.
Blaring through your speakers, yeah. Hardly Heroes. It's clobbering time. Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek-related. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Dillard Skillard.
I'm cheesy.
And this is episode 191. Actually, the first episode of 2020. And today's date is 1/2/20.
So you're just going, you're dropping the 2000?
I'm free.
It's just 20.
Yeah, I'm just 20. I'm not doing this 2020 bowl.
It's a new year. New things come with that.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear somebody wrote on Facebook today, they said a kid that will be born this year will see the year 3000 if they live to 80.
That's totally false.
Yeah.
That's not how math works.
That's exactly how math works.
No. If they're born in 2020 and they live for 80 years, they'll see the year 2100.
That's what I meant to say.
Right?
I said 3000, didn't
Thank
I?
you.
You did.
I meant to say 2100.
I
Real
did-
missed that. And for anybody that people don't know, that's Curtis. Maybe I was a little starstruck. That's why I was wrong.
Yeah, hi, that's me. I'm Curtis Corona. I've been on the show before. And
Yes.
I'm back again.
Yep.
He is our Hollywood insider.
I am inside of Hollywood.
Yeah,
So
see?
that's consensually.
You're like cocooned in there. That's what I feel like.
I live there on the west side. West
Hollywood?
I do, West Hollywood, yes. It's
West Hollywood's cool, right?
It's really cool. I mean, it's super gay in a good way.
Right.
You know, but when I moved there, it was like the girls in my building were like, "Are you straight?" I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Huh, we got one. We got one."
One.
But yeah, no, I love West Hollywood. I actually
Yeah.
really, really like it there. I live like right by the Viper Room, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's cool. Yeah, I never go anywhere because outside is hard. I prefer the inside.
I do prefer the inside as well.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I like it inside.
I like the outside.
I don't really like the outside.
No.
If you don't like the outside in Hollywood, or you don't like the outside at all?
Don't really like the outside at all. I'd rather just have a roof over my head, safe and snug. Good to go.
Snape and Snug.
No nature.
What'd you say, Snape?
I like Snape.
I said Snape and Snug. I didn't mean to, but that's what I
Is
said.
that another cheeseism?
Yeah. Snape and Snug.
Snape and
Snape
Snug.
and Snug. Like that.
So welcome to the studio, Curtis. You've been here many a time.
Yeah, it changes every time. This is the first time I've been in this room.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in multiple other rooms. A living room once. And,
Oh, right,
yeah,
at
Manny's
Manny's
old place.
house.
Yeah, and then the upstairs one where there were cats.
Where there's cats. Did you go to the one at Logan's house?
I think I was there. I don't think I recorded there. Maybe I did actually. I think I might have. Yeah.
I think you were.
Yeah, I think I did. It was very small.
Yes.
And it was very it was a little cramped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there for that one too. I like
So
that
you've been
one.
in every studio.
Yeah, I have. I
Cool.
like this one. This one has a dog. So.
Yeah.
You don't like cats,
Cats are stupid.
Dilly. Do you want to beat him up? Hey, me and you after the show, we'll beat him up.
Sorry, cats are the worst.
Well, and I loved when he came over to watch Mando, like Lego was just like attached to his hip. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? You're my dog.
Do dogs and babies like
Oh, God, babies?
unreasonably love me? It's
Oh.
weird.
You put babies above cats?
Oh, so far above cats.
That's so wrong.
I would put toads above
That's
cats.
so wrong.
Like, you got a pet snake? I'm definitely afraid of snakes and spiders. I would much rather have one of them than a
No.
cat. Cats are just rude.
I don't.
Dilly's done.
Dilly's leaving.
I'm walking out.
You haven't met Deekers, okay?
That's the thing. I like your cat. Okay, if you have a cat out there, I'm not talking about your cat.
Sure.
Your cat's fine. Your cat's fine. It's just the rest of the cats in the world are
Rest of the
stupid.
feline world.
Yeah, I had a cat once, and I was like, oh, I guess Shadow's okay. And his name was Shadowfax because he was gray. And I was like, okay, yeah, so I have a cat. His name is Shadowfax, and he was cool, and I liked Shadowfax. But like, if I think about it, I don't really like him that much. He was mean. He used to attack us all the time, like scratch us up. Like he was just a jerk, and I liked him when he was around. But now that he's gone, like I don't miss him at all.
Wow.
Sorry.
R.I.P. Shadowfax.
Yeah.
You're not
jeez.
missed.
Yeah, off to the
At
gray,
all.
off to the Gray Havens with him.
Anyway, moving on
So,
before,
Lord of the Rings thing.
before we
Yeah.
kill him.
So if you're a new listener, go to hardlyheroes.com. You can find out more about Curtis Corona.
A boot?
A boot.
Yeah, you could IMDb me too. You know.
You can
I
IMDb
do like.
Curtis
I wanted to
Corona.
ask who took your IMDb picture.
Oh, actually, that was shout out to Dan Herrera, who's actually a professional artist.
to look this up.
He's very good. But
It's a good picture of him.
He took pictures of seniors when we were in film school. He took our picture when we graduated as like a senior gift. And
Oh,
so
wow.
we had to take these like silly, put a suit on pictures. So I used it, and then they set us up some IMDb's, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, Curtis, you look very tan.
Yeah, that was the summertime, so I was living it up.
So you had some
when he
color.
was outside of
There's
his
more,
roof.
and there's other pictures on there too. There's like pictures of me on set and stuff of my senior's thesis and stuff. So, yeah, whatever.
Oh, look
IMDb.
at this like filmography. Jeez, look at all this.
Just
You
growing.
maybe pass that around so we can.
Yeah, can other people look? Cheese?
So you might be able to catch a glimpse.
Producer?
Yeah, so it lists you on IMDb on all the different things you've done. So like if you have edited something that gives you an IMDb credit, you have an editorial page. Then you'll have like a miscellaneous crew if you were like a grip or a PA or something. And then so like I'll have a VFX. My VFX one is like the legit
Oh,
one.
right, the visual.
Yeah, visual effects will be like the most legit credits. Everything else on there is like random student films that you work on, thesis films, stuff like that. But you still get credit for it, like you
Free Guy is that new one
Free Guy, yeah, that's Ryan Reynolds.
where he's in the
Oh
in
yeah, that
the
looks good.
Yeah, I
Like
forgot
in the
you
video
worked on
game.
that.
yeah.
in the video game. That looks cool.
Yeah,
Is that fun?
It is. That's actually it's a pretty good movie too. You
Yeah.
guys,
Looks fun.
you'll enjoy that. I mean, you guys will really enjoy it. I mean, it is.
I'm super
Yeah.
steamed
It is
about that.
super
Ready for that.
geek.
This is a really
movie.
good list of things. All of them are really good stuff. It's good stuff.
Oh, on the IMDb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good stuff.
You're
doing it.
I mean, they're not all good movies, but I'm proud to have my name on each
No,
one
I
of
think
them.
these are all mainly good movies. I mean, Dark Phoenix.
We could
The
talk
best.
I'm
hey,
sure some
hold
people
on.
like that movie. I don't
We're
know.
probably gonna get we're derailing right now, but the best part is I remember when you were kind of working on it, you were talking about stuff you were trying to get into the movie and like some really cool stuff. So I was really excited, and then when it came out, I remember texting you. I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna go see it, and you were just like, yeah, good luck. Like,
I'm
good
sure.
luck,
I'm
We
sure.
all went and saw that, right?
yeah.
I'm sure it was not difficult to get tickets.
Yeah.
We weren't exactly queuing people up for that one.
Yeah, that was rough.
Well, the best part
What?
is when we just started like making
Oh, yeah.
jokes in the middle of the movie, and the guy next to us got really pissed off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
It
he was like,
remember when it was when they were on that island and he was like
Oh.
doing
Oh,
something
with the
with
helicopter.
Yeah.
with the chopper. Yeah.
and we just started laughing.
Yeah.
We were
and then
laughing so hard.
she kept saying something
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over again.
Cause the girl.
She's like, "What did you do?" or something.
Oh yeah, what did you do?
Yeah, what did you do? And she said it like 3 times, and on the 3rd time, like me and Sheila said it before she could say it, and the guy was like, "Shh," and we just started laughing even harder.
Shish.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta look. The movie wasn't great, but I mean, like that scene with the helicopters, like you gotta give Fassbender credit. Like that dude
yeah.
does not mail it in. Like he was definitely trying to command a helicopter
No,
with his
yeah,
mind
Fassbender's
yeah.
great.
on every take,
Yeah.
and he was. It's just like when we're in when we're at the studio making that movie, you're just looking at every take with him like. You tried so hard.
No, and that's it.
Thank you for
Yeah.
trying. Because there are definitely some other people in that movie who were not trying. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there was just a lot of parts in that
Yeah,
movie.
but besides that, you have I mean that whatever. That's awesome that you worked on that movie, but the rest of it's super good. The Great Wall, The Mountain Between Us, Logan, Stranger Things, Snake Eyes, Messiah, and Free Guy.
Oh yeah, Messiah. It came out yesterday on Netflix.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, so that's 10 episodes. It's a show.
Yeah, 10 episodes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it could be good. I haven't actually seen it in its entirety. I've just worked on. I did some post work with them.
Okay.
It's a cool concept. I mean, it's just about like some guy comes back and claims he's Jesus, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I forgot Curtis actually has a guest with him today that he was really excited to bring onto the show.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
This is a total plant that I did not do, but Buddy wants to talk about Edward Cullen and the Twilight Saga.
Just the actor himself, because I know Sheila really hates him, and I know how much you love him.
You hate him, Sheila?
I don't hate. No, see, this is what
No,
this is the problem,
no.
Curtis.
She
This
hates
is why I
him.
wish you were here with me always, because this is what they do. Okay, I have an opinion about something,
Allowed.
and then they completely take it out of context.
Dilly,
and blow
do
it
we
out of
take it out of
proportion.
I don't
Contest?
feel like I do it a lot.
No,
Ever.
so this is what happened. I'm not excited about him playing Batman.
Oh, right.
I have nothing against. I've seen all the Twilight movies. I read all the books. I have no problem with him being a sparkly vampire. What
But
I
you
have a
with
problem
him
with
being Batman.
is him being Batman.
Well, see,
and that's
now-
just my personal opinion.
This is Buddy has done this on purpose then,
Oh, okay.
because he knows that I do not agree with that opinion. And if your dislike for him is based on the idea of him from Twilight, I get it, because like I didn't have any love for him. I didn't know. I mean, from Twilight, like whatever, like that's nothing for me. But dude can act. Like he's really good. Like have you seen The Rover or Good Time, a Safdie Brothers movie? Dude is.
Oh wait, I did see that one.
He's amazing in that. He's really good, and I am kind of stoked for the idea of him playing Batman. Robert Pattinson. We haven't said his name. I
thought
we
we did.
just call him
You
the
call
sparkly
him
vampire.
Edward Cullen. Yeah. Robert Pattinson, I mean, he can actually act. Like, he is a legit force. And I think, like, we're going to see in the next 10 years, you know, he's going to become, like, the dude. Like the Christian Bale, I don't know I don't know who you compare him to, because it's like, you know, at some point when somebody's young, they're like the new Leo or the George Clooney. But he is going to be a A-list top tier guy. I think he's a fantastic talent, and I think that the right Batman script he could crush. I think it'd be really interesting. So.
If you had a chance to work on that movie, would you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm between shows right now, but I have some friends in the Warner Brothers universe who I've reached out to, so we'll see what we can do. I have that and a couple of Netflix things that I'm looking at, so we'll see what actually comes of it.
Okay, so you have a choice to work on the new Batman or a new Twilight, per se.
Dilly, I don't think you're on your mic correctly.
Did I not?
I don't know. You're barely showing up over here.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking Batman over Twilight any day.
Okay.
Twilight's
sparkly.
Thankfully
Batman.
over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Did you like those
Painfully
movies at
over.
all?
Twilight? No, I didn't see them.
Oh.
I tried to read the books. I like
the books are terrible.
I really like YA fiction as well, and I like
that's-
fantasy stuff. And like I read half of book 1, and I was
No,
like,
so
this
bad.
is garbage.
No, it really was some of the worst writing I've ever read.
I agree.
I don't think she's actually a writer. I think she just had a good idea that she knew was going to sell or something.
Right, and like that's okay. Sometimes that's what happens. Like there was like the Aragorn with Christopher Paolini. He was like 16 when he started writing it, and it was like he had a great idea, and he wasn't a fantastic writer. But like as he grew up and kept writing, he kept writing better books. J.K. Rowling did the same thing, right? Like book 1 and 2 are just like well done, but then book 3 is like, she took her time and learned how to write.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't think that Stephanie was it Stephanie Meyer?
Stephanie Meyer. She's so bad.
Yeah, don't at me, Stephanie. Don't want to hear it.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just knew that, you know.
Yeah, you know,
He
I
had a
don't know. The
special
thing
guest
is like I obviously, because I got in a fight about this with Philippe, and you know, as much as I love Philippe, because you know he's gonna listen to this, you know, I more than anything, I'm not gonna argue with you about any of this,
Right?
Because for one, you know more than I do. you're
Well, yeah,
you're
but
also in the industry, and also just your feelings are. I'm not going to be able to like. All I'm going to say is like this is just how I feel, but I feel like you have like backup information.
sure, but also like you're totally within your right to have an opinion, and if you don't like Robert Pattinson, you don't have to like Robert Pattinson. But I would just say see some of the other stuff he's done, and maybe you'll turn your.
You know what it is though, a little
opinion.
bit, and I've said this before.
I've never seen you back down so
No,
easily. It's like Curtis has a hold on her, right?
He does,
Dylan?
yeah.
Well, and she might be right. Like that movie might come out and it might suck. Like I don't know. I don't know anything about the movie. I don't know anything about anything.
No, I
like,
know.
I just know the casting, and I'm down for the casting right now.
Yeah.
So
I think my problem with it is like I really like Batman, and I just think that Batman should just be like held in this certain like regard, and I just feel like the fact that you are super super known for being this like in this really lame movie saga as a sparkly vampire that like you shouldn't even be like in. I don't care how good of an actor you are, like you shouldn't just no. Like you shouldn't even be able to be known for those two things together.
okay, but I mean, like this is just like the growth of an actor, right? I mean, like the
I know,
earliest
but I'm
thing.
sorry you made that choice, Richard. What's his name?
Robert. Well, I mean, like Leo DiCaprio played, Arnie in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, but he was like, if you're holding him to that standard, of that role,
because that's one movie. And the Twilight Saga is like it's like billions of dollars of just like this huge blown out I mean it's just like everywhere. I mean you're just like so saturated with it.
Yeah.
One little movie to me that's not.
Okay, so I'm gonna think all show long about one actor who did a string of bad movies in the early of his career.
And he's just gonna come.
That's it.
It will like at the end of the show. He's gonna be like, "Well, what about this?"
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna happen.
That's it. Anyway, that's just.
He's gonna be quiet for the rest of the
We'll
show.
see.
He's like,
Are
hold
you
on.
thinking?
I'm still thinking.
But I also have no problem coming back and being like, you know what, he did it.
He did it.
I'll be excited.
It's
if he
just
did.
I get it because that's how I felt about what's his name that played the Joker, Heath Ledger.
Oh right, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Before Heath did that, he was.
but I
No,
guess to her thing is he wasn't Batman. He was a villain, so I guess
Right.
that could be a little bit different.
And also,
Because you don't ever
yeah.
really see his face.
But also, like 10 Things I Hate About You was significantly better than Twilight.
It was a good
That's
movie.
true.
And
That
yeah.
actually is, yeah.
I don't feel like he was like a joke of an actor before he wasn't
No.
super
Just
known.
that girl
but-
is terrible in Twilight.
She's
Just
still
all
in?
the acting.
I
she's
don't
so
like
yeah,
bad.
her.
she's in the new
Underwater.
Charlie's Angels.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh, I
Right.
turned that movie down.
Did you?
I
That
did.
movie looks really bad.
It does.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
I'll probably see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
I was busy. I didn't turn it down because I hate Charlie's Angels. I just had a job already.
All right.
I think it might be okay. I don't know.
Might.
I really hate her though, but I really like her hair in that movie. So we'll see if I see it. But anyway, moving on.
Oh yeah, Twilight. What year
Moving
is
on
it?
from Twilight.
We got a little deep.
We did.
So what next? What else do we have? we
We
haven't
didn't even
done
do
an
the
episode
recap.
Am I supposed to do a recap for the episode that I wasn't even on?
No, look, I can do it.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it. No, I want to do it.
Do you want to do
I
it?
want to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I did listen to it.
Oh,
It
and
was good.
like, how is it weird when you're not here when you listen to it?
It's a little weird when you start listening to it and you're like, I really hope they say something about me not being on the show so I could feel wanted or needed, and then you guys just don't say anything about it.
But look,
Sonny
but-
was on the show though.
No, but
I was
Dilly,
like-
hold on.
Am I not missed?
Can we Can we just not realize how we operate here? Just how all this just happened, right? We we're 18 minutes in,
Yeah.
and we haven't even looked at this
We
thing
haven't even recapped.
or
I
gone
get
into
it.
anything. It's like we just don't. We eventually mentioned
You did.
it.
Right. You guys eventually came to a realization.
If
Realizations.
anything about this show, we fly by the seat of our pants. That we
This
don't
is
know
true.
anything. I thought it was going to be the year 3000.
That's going to be an old child.
In
Yeah.
80 years, it's the year
Yeah.
3000.
3000.
Right.
I love you 3000. That's what I was thinking was going to happen.
I honestly though, because like I'm kind of with Buddy. Like I heard that, I'm like, yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, man, well, that makes sense.
Math.
It's hard.
Numbers
Just
are
like
hard.
reading. I can't read. I think it's because I can talk, you know what I mean? But nothing processes up here.
Yeah.
So it was cool listening to the show with not being on it because you guys there was another big milestone that happened. You guys went international.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Big
And
time.
you had a big part of the show on the Indian Viking from Team Norway, and that was really cool.
That was really cool. How did it? Did you get teary at the end of the episode?
I teared up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Just a
did.
tad bit.
Buddy was like bawling his eyes out.
Oh,
That was blubber factor over here. It
Oh,
was
buddy.
weird, especially like Curtis been around since the beginning, is seeing the evolution of this show and how much it's changed, and that we've been able to keep it going, and hearing him being like every week, and you got me through some rough times. I'm like, we're nobody. We're a couple of people from Sacramento that just wanted to do something fun, and to hear that it meant so much to him was like the coolest part.
Yeah.
yeah, that was awesome.
I hope I mean something to somebody. One person.
Nobody.
Let's see.
Mom?
You guys recap
Mammy?
the mammers.
Curtis is like over there like, no.
Yeah, Curtis was shaking his head. He's like, "No, you don't
No.
mean anything to anybody."
You call your mom Mammy, or is that like,
Mammy.
you call your mom Mammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Little Women. I
Yeah.
mean, they call her Marmy, but
Marmy.
Marmy?
I like Marmy. Or in Gone with the Wind, the she's like the black, lady that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
runs the house.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they call her Mammy.
Oh yeah, Mammy. Yeah.
Hey, mammy.
But yeah, they call her Marmy in Little
like
Women.
Marmy.
Little Women just came out.
I know.
by
I haven't seen it.
Greta Gerwig from Sacramento directed the movie.
Greta. She directed like
Yeah.
You should see
Lady
it.
Bird.
Yeah, you
Lady
should see
Bird?
it.
No, we're gonna see it.
Did you see
Or at
that
least just
mural
buy
they put up
tickets.
of Lady Bird?
Mural.
A mural.
That's that's a mural inside of a urinal.
Mural.
You're gonna murinate all over it. Sorry.
Mural. That's a good one. I like
Every
that.
time I come here, I have to plug Greta Gerwig now. The last time I was here, I did the same thing for Lady Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Which is great.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. We
great.
should see it.
Do you
Well,
know her or do you met her?
I have met her. We're roughly the same age. She's like a year or two younger than me. She made out with my brother when they were
Really?
in middle school. Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, she went to prom. Like one of the guys in Lady Bird is like modeled after a guy that's in my fantasy football league. So she went to St. Francis. I went
Uh-huh.
to Christian Brothers.
Oh, right.
So we
it's
went.
kind of the same.
We ran in the
Yeah.
same, 4 Catholic schools in Sacramento
Yeah.
Circle. There's only 3 now. Loretto closed.
Oh, did it?
R.I.P. Loretto.
Rip.
Yeah.
Every time we drive over the J Street Bridge when I'm with my wife, I always like look at her and go, "Do I look like I'm from Sacramento?" It's just a little special thing we do.
Just a day in the life of
Yeah.
Dillard Skillard.
Right. So, what else did you guys talk about while I wasn't on? Let's see. You guys recapped the Hardly Heroes fan experience,
Yes.
and you recapped the Norwegian version of the event.
Can
yeah.
we talk about something? I'm probably gonna get yelled at for this, but Mammy talked about our Hardly Heroes Endgame experience. Do you know what I'm talking about with
What?
Curtis?
Oh yeah.
So my
You're gonna tell
mammy,
the
yeah,
story?
my mammy was real upset by you.
With me?
Yes. During Endgame,
Really?
she said the guy that sat next to her couldn't get his cup in the cup holder, and she was so upset.
Was that me?
No, yeah, it was
Yeah.
you, but she wasn't really. She was just like,
No,
she just made like she was poking fun at you.
Yeah, and I was
Well,
laughing. She was like,
Round hole, round peg. It's
It
harder
was
than it looks sometimes.
In
but
the
it
dark.
was so funny
Yeah.
because my mom's just like, whoever was sitting next to me had a really hard time putting his cup in the cup holder.
I didn't even know I sat
And
next to
I
your
s-
mom.
I started laughing,
Mammy.
and I was like,
That's probably why
Mammy,
she's
I was
pissed
like,
at you.
that was Curtis, and she was like, well, either way, he had a hard time getting his cup in the cup holder. So I started laughing.
Whatever.
She's all, don't ever tell him I said it. Well,
Well, now I know, and now we have a blood feud.
And
yeah.
now Mammy's gonna know that you told that story.
Right.
well,
You know what?
Mammy's gonna be mad.
It's funny because tonight I just saw a movie. I just came from the movies before I came here, and I was watching the new Safdie Brothers movie, and the one Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems with Adam
yeah.
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler. Really good. You should check it out. It's a thrill a minute, but also I was lightweight kind of proud of myself because I nailed the cup holder every time.
Did you?
Yes.
So, but I actually did think of it at one point. I didn't look, and I put it in there, and I was like, "Oh, that went straight in. Nice, good for me."
So you
I didn't know that this was a problem for me
struggled-
before
One.
tonight.
you've struggled with this before?
I think you should let her know that I can confirm I have gotten better. So we should try it again sometime.
The best part is I've been waiting to talk about it on the show, and my mammy's gonna be quite upset that I brought it
She's
up.
gonna be
But
super mad because she really likes you. So
Well, I hate her now.
she's dead to me.
okay, so we never made it through the recap, but let's move on. So you guys, we are talking about Mando this week, but only on the After Dark show, I hear,
Yeah, we're gonna tear
Yeah.
it down.
because
into it.
we want to spoil it, right?
Oh yeah, we are gonna talk about Mando on the show, but we forgot to ask Dilly, what was your review on Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker?
I wrote in my review, guys. You
Yeah,
guys read
remember?
it, but I liked
about
it. There was the best part about it was the light sabre battles,
Light Sabre.
the sabres. Yeah,
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
I was
dun,
so
dun,
mad
sabre.
that you couldn't
Oh,
say
'cause I messed it
saber.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she kept saying
Like, what's
sabre.
a sabre? So
It was so bad.
yeah, the sabres were fantastic.
Dun, dun, dun,
But no,
dun,
I did like the
sabre.
show. I'm kind of
And,
with cheese. Like, it doesn't have to be. Everything doesn't have to be perfect for me. I'm not one of those
Right.
super Star Wars fans that's gonna just,
Nitpick
analyze
it?
every little thing about it and how this didn't tie into that. It was like
Right,
it was a good movie. I liked it. It was entertaining.
right. You didn't have to get out of your seat.
Yeah. No, I didn't have to text or Facebook post or anything.
What about Curtis?
What did I think about Skywalker?
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd about any of it. I thought it was a little convenient. A lot of it. I thought the writing was a little convenient at times. Like, oh, this dude. Did you guys spoil it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh, Palpatine's back, and then literally Poe. One of the lines in the movie is somehow Palpatine has returned. I'm like, yeah, we want to know more about that. You can't that's not good enough for me. Somehow he returned.
I know, right?
And you had 2 movies to set us up for it, and he didn't even mention it.
I love
good
that he said
point.
that because it's like, well, yeah, but how did he come back?
Yeah, it's just it's sort of that's in movies
Somehow.
in general.
Yeah.
It's always a key to me, or always a cue of lazy writing to me, of when there's a clear issue with your story or with your script, and so you write it into the script, some dialogue, some exposition that calls out the glaring error in your
right,
script.
yeah.
That doesn't make it better. It just
Right.
makes me know, oh no, you did know that you had this error and you chose not to fix it. And so the fact that Poe said that, I was just like, okay, I guess we're going with this, I guess. And so that bothered me. It felt like, the whole movie felt like JJ taking over from Johnson, who took over from JJ and fixing the stuff that Johnson screwed up from JJ, and now JJ's fixing Ryan's fixes from It just was like, I wish that JJ had just done all 3,
Right.
or they had just allowed Ryan Johnson to do his thing and
Right.
do the last 2.
Yeah.
I wish it was like that, because it just feels like a bunch of Band-Aids slapped onto a Star Wars movie, and we're all just supposed to swallow it. And I do, because I don't really care that much.
Right.
But I get it. If you're a Star Wars fan out there and you're like, I hate this movie, Good for you. I have that opinion. And if you loved it, good for you too. Just, watch the movies or don't. I mean, and if you really don't like the movie, if you really didn't like the movie, stop seeing the movies. That's the only way you're ever going to get us to stop making these terrible movies.
That's what I always kind of feel like, because I'm like, in what world, I want to know about, these are special, I'm almost always talking about Clayton, but in what world did he think he was gonna go there and love this movie? It was never gonna happen.
Well, I
Just
don't know.
stop seeing him.
I had a chance this weekend. Michelle asked me twice, hey, let's go to the movies. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go see Rise of Skywalker again.
There's other movies.
That's what she was talking about?
No, because she wanted to go see it again. And I was like, I don't really want to see that movie. And I wanted to go see that new Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
Yeah, she didn't really seem like she wanted to go see that. She's like, eh. But she's like, I'm down to go see Star Wars. And I was like, I don't really care to see it again.
yeah, I do want to see it again, but
Maybe when it comes out on streaming, I might watch it again. But
Yeah.
I don't want to give it any more money.
I don't want to see Kylo Ren's face anymore.
yeah.
I want to slap
No
his
Adam
face.
Driver?
No.
Like I like Adam.
He's
I like him a lot, like as an actor, and like I didn't even mind the character that much. But then also the way they treated him in this last movie was like, what?
Yeah.
Like he was the guy, and then they just sort of like literally throw him off a cliff.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's it, huh? I guess he's gone. And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh no, he's back. We knew he would be. Cool. He'll do something cool. Oh no, he's not going to do anything cool. Oh, and now he's gone again. Okay. Well, we spent 3 movies giving us that. Okay.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of band-aids.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't like the movie. I don't know if I said it
Yeah.
at the beginning, but apparently
You said you were like, so.
But now after
Yeah.
talking about it, I feel like maybe I didn't like it.
He had to get it out on the show to
Right.
realize how much he hated it.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess this, what it comes down to for me is with all of these movies, because I lump this now in, because it's all Disney.
Yeah.
And I lump it in with the Marvel movies. I lump it in with Endgame and all that. Like Endgame was okay to me. It's fine. But like, I don't know. These movies aren't touching my soul. They're not like getting, they're not a catharsis for me. So, like I saw Won't You Be My Neighbor with the Tom Hanks movie about Mr. Rogers.
Oh, I want to go
yeah.
see it so bad.
And it tore me apart.
Right.
It was not a good experience for me. It ripped my soul into shreds. And when I'm literally sitting in the theater basically crying for 2 hours. And I walk out and I'm just like, God, they got me. Like they ripped me apart. And I felt something, right? I thought about that movie. I went home and thought about that movie. I thought about my dad, and I thought about my mom. I thought about my family. I thought about my childhood. When Endgame ended, I was like, okay, that's over now.
Yeah.
On to the next 20 films.
I think, I definitely agree with you. I think for me personally, I want just the entertainment.
Yeah, and
I
that's
want
cool.
a movie to escape.
Right.
Right. I don't. I totally agree.
And there are movies like that, but I'm not going to the theater to watch something like that.
Right. You don't want to go. Well, that makes sense. Like this is what movies are, right? Like
Right.
this
Yeah.
is like this is what we were talking about earlier. The difference between cinema and like popcorn
Right.
films, right? Like
Right.
Yeah.
in like movies wouldn't exist if it weren't for you guys, for people who want to go to escape reality, right? Like that's what like the 30s and 40s were. The country was at war, and people were making movies like the Wizard of Oz, right? Fantastical movies, musicals, right? They go sit in for 2 hours and watch people sing their lives away, and it's like, I don't really like musicals that much because like my life is boring and I want to make somebody has to make me feel something, because when I go home I'm not worried about my brother or my dad at war like they were back then, right? So like they
Right.
wanted to escape their problems.
Right.
I want somebody to tell me what my problems are now. Like, I want to realize what my problems are. That's why I go to the movies. So there's 2 different types of people that watch
No,
movies.
yeah, and that's definitely true. I mean, of course, there's going to be lots of different ones, but yeah, I mean that definitely makes sense. I do. It's like I do every once in a while like watching a movie that really like rips at me, but for the most part, I really don't.
Yeah, I'm with. I won't see those. It's just like I need action and
You like the escapism.
violence and stuff. Yeah,
You guys,
exactly.
you guys would love Chinese movies. That's all they do in China. It's just like
Really?
big shiny spectacle explosions and
Right.
fight scenes, and like they don't care about the story that much.
Right.
They just want to go and like escape.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because like they live in communist China.
Right.
Yeah,
They need,
exactly.
they need the escapism.
You know what the real question is why do the 3 of us want to escape so bad?
It's a cold world out there.
What's wrong with your lives?
Well, I can't read, and obviously I can't do
That's
math,
for damn sure.
so I gotta escape something. They won't let me read on the show now. I'm
No.
definitely not gonna be able to do the date anymore. On the
Well,
show.
to be fair, as somebody who has been on the show from the beginning and has been listening from the beginning, I'm glad that you have people here now who can read.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Right.
That was a real weak spot for a long time on this show. It was like no matter which one of the
With
original
Manny,
3,
Sprinks, and Buddy, I know.
holy moly! Like they would read, and I'm just like,
I know.
Aaron would mispronounce everyone's
Yeah.
name, and Manny, like all of a sudden he would get a Mexican accent, and I'm just like, you guys are terrible at reading, just so bad at reading.
Well, I think with Manny too is he could read at least, but he was very like mechanical
Yeah,
about it.
totally.
Like when Dilly reads, he's got like
Inflection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Dilly's our reader.
I can read.
Yeah, he's our reader.
good for you, man.
That's why we keep you.
You guys
around.
make me seem like a great reader too.
Well, I mean, when you're coming from us, I
Right.
mean, anybody sounds. Good.
I just remember that one time we like tried to. I don't even know if you were on the show yet, but we tried to have him read an email, and it was like what's that word? That's the story.
I'm having intense flashbacks right now.
It was great.
One time, but
I love it. When people are at work and they try to do jabs at me, I'm like, this is nothing. I'm like, you know how much I get made fun of on the show? I'm like, nothing you guys can say can hurt me.
That's true. All right, so let's move on.
Are we getting into... We kind of already got into what Curtis has been up to.
Yeah,
He did work on one of Dilly's favorite shows, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
I did work on that.
Love that show.
Very fun and a great crew. Like
Yeah.
a really great crew. Like I can't say enough about. I mean, honestly, it's like it just kind of comes from like that group of people are they love each other. They're a family. Like when I got there, they were like, "Yeah, we just went to the Lakers game last week," and I was like, "I hate the Lakers," and like I don't really like going places. And they're like, "Well, you would have loved this. It was great. Like we got a suite and we had fun." I was like, "Nah, it's not my thing." And like next weekend, we're going to a Renaissance fair. I was like, y'all a bunch of nerds. Like, I am not doing that. I'm like, no, you have to come. It's going to be so much fun. We're going as a crew. I mean, you don't have to come, but like everybody's going to go. And I was like, whatever. And then turns out everyone was going. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. And it was so fun.
Yeah,
It
those are
was so
fun.
much fun. And like we dressed in 90s attire to go to a Ren fair.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, that's like the opposite of what you do, right? And they're like, no, it doesn't matter. Like you can dress up as anything you want. You can be a bunch of dinosaurs if you want to. Just show up in theme and you're going to have a good time. I was like, okay. So we all dressed in 90s gear. And like, so like the girls had like fanny packs and side ponies. Like they were going like late 80s and early 90s stuff. And it was a lot of fun. And then I just realized like these people actually like each other as opposed to
Right.
other movies I've worked on where it's like we go to work every day and we hate each other.
Right.
But these people love each other and they come back season after season.
Right.
And so, and then when I went to work on Free Guy, Sean Levy is directing Free Guy, who's a producer on Stranger Things, and he's like, is directing a bunch of stuff now, and he's a producer on a bunch of Netflix shows. And then he took the same editor, the main editor from Stranger Things, and he's now the editor on Free Guy. He took
cool.
the VFX editor. And so a few of us went from one show to another.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was such a good feeling. And like we were on the Fox lot where I made a bunch of other movies and was like, now I'm with the Stranger Things crew making a Ryan Reynolds film. And they were like, they're a good crew. They're solid people. They're really good to each other. And it's nice. It's a nice change to see. I would love to work for Sean Levy again in the future. He's like a super collaborative director. And
For
he,
sure.
like,
Which is good because Curtis is a curmudgeon.
I am
Like-
sort of,
Yeah. No, that's
He
we all
has a
know
lot
that.
of ball of hate. So
I
it's
do.
good to hear that,
They changed it. They changed me. Like I honestly, like you go into like reviews with Sean Levy as a director, and he's like, "You guy I've met twice. Like, what do you think about this?" And he like listens to you,
Right.
and takes things into takes stuff to heart, and like actually makes changes in the film based on like opinions in the room. And I've been in rooms with other directors who just like won't even look at you,
Right.
and won't talk to you if they don't know who you are,
Right.
and then also they don't want to hear any ideas from anyone,
Right.
You know, and sometimes that's good. Like when you have James Mangold, who's like he just knows what he wants. It's great. But then there are other directors who I won't name who are just a mess. Like you go in there, they don't listen to you, they don't talk to you, they're checked out of their own film, they're not there half the time, and
Right.
then you make a shitty film. Oh, I cussed.
No, you can
Yeah,
say
you
that
can say
word.
that one.
oh, yeah, you're fine.
You just can't say the F word.
I've been really trying.
Been trying hard.
Well, that's cool. So you have some upcoming stuff, or
Well, upcoming,
some
like,
things you want to do.
Messiah just dropped, but I finished that a few months ago.
Uh-huh.
Free Guy is still in post
Okay,
production
you're still doing that.
because I left Free Guy to go work on a G.I. Joe movie called Snake Eyes. That's coming out next year. I just wrapped my portion of that show as well. So now I'm in between shows, and I've sent out word to my Netflix people and my Warner Brothers people, and obviously Fox I've made so many films with, but I'm trying to sort of widen my umbrella because
Okay.
like I know everyone at Fox now, I know everyone at, so like I want to, like, I know Netflix people, but Netflix is so good, like they're just like they overpay you, and not overpay, I mean pay me more, but still like they pay really well.
Okay.
What you're worth.
Yeah, they do, and because they know that like in order to get people to go from a studio to them,
Oh, I
they
see.
might need to overpay.
Okay, right.
But then like you do get lucky and you make these little shows that like, you know, that might actually be good. They're
Right.
new shows with new ideas,
Right.
you know, and I want to widen my network of people. You know, you
Okay.
don't want to work with the same people over and over again because
Right.
then like, what if they all retire?
Yeah.
Then I don't know anybody. You know, so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see what comes up. I mean, I'll certainly let you know once I take a job. Hopefully in the next week or two, I'll narrow it down.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Curtis just kind of like feeds me like little tidbits here and there. He'd be like, "Hey, check this out," or "Hey, I
Right.
might be working on this."
Yeah, and I would never send anything I'm not supposed to send.
No,
via text
never.
or email.
It's just more of him
course not.
telling me what he's working on. Like,
Right.
"Hey, I'm working on this movie." That's
exactly. I'm very well behaved.
it. Very.
Yeah. And then we'll like get on board with it. We're like,
No,
oh,
because
Curtis
then
is
I
working
get
on this?
excited
Yeah.
and I tell people, I'm like, "Hey, Curtis is coming out with a new movie. We need to support."
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I have to apologize sometimes when it's
Well,
Dark Phoenix.
no, but that's not. No one would. We don't.
Hey, we stayed to
blame
see
you.
your name though.
Yeah.
We got some stuff in that movie though. Like there are like she does like she grabs a head and like squeezes and it just like sort of lights up and pops the guy's
Yeah.
head. Like that came from that text thread when I texted
That was
you and
so
Goat, and,
cool,
like,
dude.
that idea came from you guys. I was like, okay, let's try it, and then it wound up in the film. So
That and I always tell people, I was like that because there was another scene that we were trying to work in Jubilee.
oh god,
Into the forest scene when they're all having that party in the forest.
that's right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I tried like super hard. I was like, dude, let's get Jubilee. And he's like, I'll see what I can do. But
And like I brought it up, but like they already had Sparkle Barbie. What's her face?
oh
yeah.
yeah,
Dazzler.
yeah,
They had Dazzler in there, and so it was like you can only do so much.
yeah.
Like with those things.
Okay, so we
Do
need
we got
to
Okay,
move on
news?
because we're already 40 minutes in. So
Where do we go from here?
yeah, let's do some news.
Okay.
And now, another adventure set in the world of Phil Burgundy, the most interesting newscaster in the world.
This scotch is delicious. It is a great way to celebrate the new year. Well, 2020 is ruined. Might as well prepare for 2021.
This has been Phil Burgundy. Until next week, Sidekicks, stay nerdy, my friends. So finally, Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan are in the news. Stills from the upcoming Bill and Ted Face the Music have surfaced on the interwebs, and it doesn't disappoint with an older Bill and Ted wandering around San Dimas, still trying to write the hit that changes the world. Wild Stallion! These movies were a big deal to me as a kid, and I can't wait to see what they add to the lore, especially with Death coming back, but also seeing if they explain why Rufus is gone. Bill and Ted Face the Music has a release date of August 21st, 2020. Christopher Nolan dropped the trailer for Tenet over the holiday, and like we've become accustomed to expect, it looks amazing. It stars John David Washington, you know, Denzel's son. And of course, Robert Pattinson will be in it, so Shumi is going to go on a Batman shame. But according to Christopher Nolan, he thinks Pattinson is going to be an amazing Batman.
I was a
Yeah.
baseball shamer.
Oops,
Sorry, went on a little
was about to
tangent
push
there.
that.
So it looks like an action thriller around a spy who fakes his own death to prevent World War III, but can also manipulate time or see into the future. Either way, it looks crazy good. Tenet drops July 17th, 2020.
That is awesome.
All right, now. Willow is getting a Disney Plus show officially.
What?
Yeah.
Willow.
And to
Willow
make things even
good.
more exciting, John Kasdan has a script completed, elevating it by a coolness factor of 10. Warwick Davis is reprising his role as Willow as well.
I will not be ignored.
Ron Howard would return as a director, and they would be exploring a mature Willow Ufgood. I mean, what would be cooler than seeing Willow as a full-on elder sorcerer?
I'm the greatest sorcerer.
Nothing. That's what. Nothing.
True.
My name is Matt Mardigan. And you are,
The Mandalorian had a glorious season finale last week, and yes, it has been confirmed, Season 2 will be coming in fall 2020.
I have spoken.
So many new storylines have been opened, and I can't wait to see them fulfilled in Season 2. Also, Favreau confirmed that the Mando will interact with several characters from the Skywalker saga in Season 2, making this show even deeper than we could ever imagine. Sadly, we'll have to wait almost a full year before we can nerd out on Star Wars again, though.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
And finally, it's official. Deadpool 3 is in pre-production at Marvel Studios.
Nice.
The man himself, Ryan Reynolds, confirmed on Ryan and Kelly that they are writing, and Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are on board with his brand of dirty rated R humor.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Now, time will tell if this stays true, but from the sounds of things, we're going to be getting the same lovable Wade that we've gotten in his previous 2 outings. Bravo, Disney. I applaud you. Well, that's it for me this week, Sidekicks. I'm sure the heroes are going to drop a festive parm-alarm on me because they've more than likely heard enough of my voice today.
True.
Except Dilly. He loves me. Aww. Keep the fun going in the Sidekick Sanctorum, and remember, kids, don't eat the yellow snow. It probably isn't lemon, unless I drank a lot of lemonade. Then it probably still isn't.
That's nasty.
White Ranger out.
I'm definitely excited for Willow.
Willow, what's up with it?
Oh, great.
Willow Upgood. There's a peck. There's a peck here with an acorn pointed at me. Peck, 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 peck.
Glorious was a bit of an overstatement, I must say.
That's Shield's new nickname, Peck. Peck.
Why?
Peck, 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 peck.
Why?
I don't know. I just like saying the word peck.
He just likes to pick on you.
That's true. Because you're like pecking at me.
Likes to
all the
peck
time.
on you.
Peck, 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 peck.
Okay, so
Are we excited about Bill and Ted's?
Yeah.
I am. Yeah,
Curtis?
I think it'd be fun.
I really like Bill and Ted, the originals, and if we're gonna keep remaking stuff, like why not be something fun like that?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be a fun movie to go. That I
Who's
don't
the
feel there's going
guy-
to be a
who's
lot of
the blonde guy?
expectations.
Alex Winter.
Yeah, yep.
He was in Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Remote Control.
I'm
Wasn't he like
just
the host on Remote Control too? You guys remember that?
Was he?
MTV show?
Yeah, I remember the show.
Yeah, Alex Winter.
I'm just excited to see Keanu Reeves
Keanu.
Yeah.
because he is like my man.
Yeah, we don't get enough
Right there.
Keanu, huh?
Yeah, it's
right
gonna be good.
I know, right?
It's right here.
She's just like, I'm really excited to see one of the biggest stars in the world who's in everything all the time
Yeah.
and something else.
No, and that's
Just makes cameos
Yeah.
to make
okay, fine.
cameos.
But it'll be fun to see him back in that kind of, because
Yeah.
he started out like this kind of like der guy, and then ended up amazing.
As Johnny Utah.
And
Yeah.
ended up as like Wickles and in Matrix and everything. So it'll be fun to just see him in that kind of fun, like goofy role
Yeah,
again.
I agree. Be fun.
I mean,
That
has he ever
was-
been in like a serious
funny.
like
He can't
acting?
he
I mean,
can't
he,
act.
No,
right.
not
is the
where. No,
problem.
he can't act. That's
No.
true. But
Yeah.
in a serious movie like Wickles
Wickle
Well,
Stickles.
and Matrix.
That's not what it. Wickles isn't really like a serious movie. It's like an action movie.
Okay, it's an action movie, but it's not like he's making.
I mean, like a
jokes.
rom-com
It's
or
not
something,
a
I
Bill
mean.
and Ted.
He's
He's in a rom-com.
Yeah,
Has he done
yeah.
anything with dialogue ever?
Oh.
Everybody's puzzled.
I mean, he's just in the stuff that he's in like that is not good. Like it's just.
I believe.
Yeah.
What about Speed?
Like
is
the
that a
lake
love
house
movie?
The Lake House is what you're looking for. The Lake House.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the
Lake
movie
House.
you want
Okay.
to reference here, and it's not good.
It's
Okay.
not good.
No. So no. But yeah, I mean, Speed's awesome, and
Yeah.
he definitely has some dialogue in Speed.
Or what about?
but
in,
one of the lines in Speed is "Don't get dead." So what can you say about the dialogue?
What about Always Be My Maybe? Have you seen him in that?
I did see him in that.
But he's playing himself.
Yeah, he's playing
super good in that, and
Yeah.
he talks.
It was
Talks
so
in that?
funny.
Quite a
dude.
He
bit.
does, but he's playing himself
Yeah.
as like a weird version
Exactly.
of
But
Keanu.
I love when
Okay.
the guy's like, "I'll pay for dinner." He's like, "It was $12,000."
I actually liked that movie. It was cute.
It was such a cute
it was
movie, and
funny.
Keanu
And
was just fabulous. in
Lyrics
it.
Born plays with the friend that's in the band, and Lyrics Born's a
Oh, yeah?
rapper from the Bay Area, and Quantum is like there's a bunch of Sacramento underground Sacramento
okay.
rappers and stuff.
Cool.
And
Oh,
he
that's
was
cool.
part of this
Oh.
group of NorCal
So
rappers. He went to Davis.
Is that guy the one like the Asian guy that plays?
Randall Park,
Yeah,
right?
It-
That's his name.
does he rap like for real?
No,
on
not
the
for real.
side
Like
or
no,
anything?
no.
Oh.
But he's.
I
You
thought
could
he
just
was
tell
good.
when I watched that, I realized it's like, oh, Randall Park is like me. He's like a hip hop head from like
Oh, okay,
the
I see.
'90s.
Yeah.
Because like obviously that's why the one Asian rapper from underground hip hop is playing his
Okay.
friend. Because like Lyrics Born, his original name was Asia Born, but he can't actually act. He's just in the movie
Oh,
like
okay,
for
cool.
fun.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, clearly he's just a fan of that. Because then
Yeah.
he had a bunch of posters too in his like childhood home or whatever in that movie that were sort of underground hip hop
Oh, okay.
adjacent. Yeah.
Because that song about punching Keanu Reeves is like on my playlist.
Yeah.
I love it.
Really funny.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. So Mandalorian season 2. Okay, great. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool 3. Very cool. We're
Yeah.
excited about that.
I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan.
See what Disney does with it.
Yeah.
So some other news, if we even care about it, about Rose in Rise of Skywalker. Does anybody care
I
about
don't think
that?
anybody cares about that.
Why is that? Yeah, no.
Okay. What about Martin Scorsese's daughter?
That's
trolling
actually
him?
pretty funny.
That's funny.
Why don't
So
you go ahead and cover that one, Sheezer?
So you know how he's kind of been. He talks smack about the Marvel movies not being cinema, which we were talking about earlier. So I guess his daughter decided to troll him by using Marvel gift wrapping, and she wrapped all of his Christmas gifts in Marvel wrapping.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty good. Although I would want to know what do you get Martin Scorsese for Christmas?
I know,
true.
right?
Like honestly, like
Well, I mean it's his daughter, so I'm sure she,
a tie,
Francesca,
maybe like a
Scorsese.
pen or
a golf head cover. That's what I used to give my dad every year. And now I'm an adult now, and I realize you only need one cover for your driver. But he was so happy every year. What did he do with them all?
Sweet.
Where are they?
He changed it every time.
I mean, I gave him
golfing.
one every year, a different Warner Brothers cartoon driver cover.
Yeah, he probably had them like a collection of them.
Well, you can put them on
I
some of your
literally
other.
don't know. I have one, and I
woods.
don't know what I would do if someone gave me another one. I'm like, I guess I'm throwing this one away because I have two now.
I guess I'm throwing away my old one.
Shout out to my dad for never making me feel bad about giving us something he definitely did not.
Do
need.
you bring it up to him now?
My dad died in like 2015.
Oh.
But
I'm sorry.
yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I'm all whoops.
No, we never talked about it.
Oh,
And,
no?
yeah, no, never. And when he passed, we took his golf clubs, and he only had one golf head cover on there. So where are they? I'm gonna start my own Netflix series about where they are.
Totally, like just searching all of his. Like, does he have any stuff that you
Just
haven't
laying
gone
around.
through?
No, they're gone. He must have given them away or something.
Can you imagine?
He probably regifted them.
If he
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
one
right?
on every club, that would have been.
I honestly, when I was a kid, I think I thought that's what he did.
So that's what you were trying
Yeah,
to do.
I was like,
is get 'em
someday
all-
he's gonna have 15.
Yeah.
and they're all gonna be in his bag.
You
but
don't need to cover all of them.
No, you only
No,
cover
just
the
the
one.
driver.
Why?
The driver or the wood. So you might
Yeah,
need
you
three.
Yeah.
If you have a
Right.
driver, a 3 wood, and a 5 wood, you cover 3.
But they're smaller, like ones.
But you
know.
probably did it for what, 8 years?
I mean, I did it. I mean, I swear to you, I gave him like at least 10 of these things between birthdays and Christmases. So,
I like to use a nice Crown Royal bag as my
your cover.
yeah.
Classy,
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 and efficient, right?
Well,
Very
he probably
much.
brings the bottle, and then
Oh,
by
for
the
sure.
end,
No
you
doubt.
know, it's the cover.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so since this is our first episode of 2020, we're looking back on 2019. Okay,
do a little reflection.
little reflects, and so I do have some fun facts here. About 2019.
Let's hear him.
I wish I would have gone through this packet a little more thorough before the show. So these are just some fun stats.
Some fun facts.
Fun stats.
Are these Hardly Heroes fun facts or
Yeah.
just okay?
Yeah, these are Hardly Heroes.
Got it.
So Buddy met Stone Cold, or Cold Stone, Steve Austin.
Thank you.
Cold Stone, Steve Austin. He met Jason Momoa and Austin St. John all in the same day.
Same day.
Same daisies. That was quite nice.
That is impressive.
Hardly Heroes has over 11,500 downloads.
I like that.
That's a fun fact.
You could almost fill up the Golden One Center.
And really, that's pretty
Almost.
good.
Yeah, almost.
In 2019, we've had 2 triple HQs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of our events from 2019, the super fun 5K. We hosted a movie trivia night at Jackrabbit Brewery.
Oh,
We had
that sounds
2.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was.
fun. Yeah.
We need to do that again.
Oh,
Yeah.
we do have one coming up.
Yeah, the Die Hard.
Yeah.
Are we doing Die Hard?
Are we hosting or just going to?
No, I think that one already happened.
Oh, sorry.
That was right after our movie event. It was the day after.
We've had 2 Hardly Heroes fan experience events in 1 year,
Ooh.
which is pretty cray. 6 cons, including celebrity panels, live podcasts, and interviews. We launched the Hardly Heroes Premium and the Hardly Heroes merch store. We had our longest episode to date. Thanks, Parm.
What was it, like 2 hours?
We gained a full-time correspondent. And Hardly Heroes went international with the Indian Viking as a guest on the show.
Those are some nice accolades.
Yeah.
It's a good year.
So that's a whole year looking back. So also our top write-ins, we have the people who have wrote in the most. Number 5 is Jay Jackal. Jackie.
Jackal Thoughts with Jay Jackal.
Number 4 we have Parm.
Of course. Permalarm.
Number 3 we have Johnny.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm loving number 2 is Mammy.
Mammy!
We haven't heard from Mammy in a while.
Yeah.
We love you, Mammy.
Well, they do.
And number
I don't.
And number 1 is Sonny, the Indian Viking.
Obviously.
He's been around the longest.
Is that just for this last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
No Danger Bay.
But I feel like if you were to take all of Parm's total length of his emails,
no, that's true. He'd be number
like
1.
3-4 pagers.
Yeah.
It'd be
He could
more
be
than
bumped up into
everybody
that.
combined.
Right.
Parm's word count is the highest.
It's
Right,
huge.
you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, the word
Easily.
count. We should do that, actually. God.
It's multiple pages.
Whoever wants to count that, go ahead. 'cause
No,
they
you
ain't
know
gonna
what there
be me.
actually should be? There should be a word count.
No,
limit
actually,
to
I bet
write
you I
in.
could tell what it is. 3,000.
There you go.
Okay.
You can't count that high.
That's true. 1, 5, 7.
So this
2.
says top downloads all time. So this is all time.
Yeah, so I don't believe this list because it says of all time, it's trying to say this was pulled from 2016 to 2020. It's saying that the Double Stuffed Disney Shout Out show was number 1.
Yeah. That's
And
number
then
1.
Number 2 was the episode with no nicknames.
That's the Parm takeover.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing is what I think is Parm is paying people to download the episodes he's on.
Well, because his
It's quite
extended
possible.
family is insane.
And they know The Rock, too, so they have
All the
connections.
Filipinos.
Yeah. And then 3 is the Con Days of Summer. Then we have the hashtag
Not my Batman.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That's what I was talking about. Sparkles.
And then the Parm Alarm.
Oh, jeez.
And then
Parm alarm, parm alarm. Everybody get ready. It's the parm alarm.
yeah.
That was fun.
Oh yeah.
I know, isn't that fun? Always
I
makes
love
me
that
happy.
song. And then we have Bye Buddy, Hope You Find Your Dad. That was a sad day.
No, that was a good one.
Honey Bunches of Blaney. That was a great episode.
That's when he comes in. That's when we had our top 5 cereals.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a real
good one.
fun episode.
Yeah.
D23, Norwegian Titan.
No, Norwegian
Takeover.
Takeover.
Oh, my
God.
bad.
Why is he reading?
I don't know.
Who gave him paper?
And then the Mad King Returns.
Is at the bottom of that list.
But if you look, I think that was just from this year.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because these
He's-
are all 2019.
I know, but
Yeah.
listen, what he's saying is the top
from
downloads of
2019.
all time are all in 2019.
Right.
So no, that's
I think this
no.
is
It's not
fake
just from
news.
this year. He's saying that's
They're all from, it's of all time, but they're all from this year.
right. So like what's
It almost
happening is
is-
we're because Cheese is on.
Well, I can tell you that I'm pretty sure that the old ones, I'm not sure if you can download them. There was a time where you could download the new ones, but you couldn't download the old ones anymore. Like
Where
they're like
now
archived.
you have to
Okay.
pay $3 to be able to go
Yes.
back to listen to your old episode.
Yeah, so they are
Ah.
archived, but you can pay to
Unarchive them?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can unarchive them.
My mother has asked like a million times to listen to the old ones I was on.
Yeah, tell her.
Perfect. So you can pay $3 and
I will
your
not.
mom
I will not
can
tell
pay
her,
$3.
and I will not pay $3. I will pay $5 because I have to give you $2 for the After Dark too. I haven't done that yet.
Even?
No, you get the After
I
Dark
like
too.
that.
With that,
Yeah.
what a deal!
Exactly.
What a deal!
But wait, there's more.
Holy
Exactly.
moly!
Dang it! I almost had them for $5.
Yeah,
you
you
did.
should have kept your mouth shut. I was gonna say someone was like, if he wants to give us $5, I'm all in on that.
But yeah, I will definitely do that because my mom has legit asked me like a million times.
Yeah.
That's
for
awesome.
that. Yeah, because she doesn't care about you guys at all.
No.
Just wants.
But
to
she's
hear-
really
Yeah.
proud of her son. I love that.
I'm not even sure that's true. I think she just wants to be able to like counterpoint me at some point. Like just like listen to it and then be like make a list of reasons I'm wrong. That's my
She's
mom.
like, this was from 2 years ago,
Yeah.
but your point here was totally
yeah,
incorrect.
garbage.
All right.
Okay, so we are gonna do some top 5s of 2019.
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna fly through this because we've already been talking for way too long.
Well, that's good because I am only taking part in like 2 of them because
Okay.
I only got this list like much too late. So
Yeah.
I did make 2 though. So I'm
Okay.
down.
Do you want to do the ones that
No,
he has first?
Do them in your order,
Well,
and I'll just
we
jump
can do
in.
whatever. Let's do movies. So this is movies of 2019, our top 5.
I have that.
Top 5. So the problem is I don't actually have a 5. I started at 4, so.
Jeez.
Well, so you have a top 4?
Yeah.
Okay, well that seems like an easy thing you could have fixed
Weird.
before we
Yeah.
got started, but okay.
Who wants to go first?
Well, not her. She only has 4.
Yeah.
I'll go
Look,
first.
I had crossed it out and I just didn't realize I didn't have a 5, so.
All right. Well, okay. So
I apologize.
So we're just going to kind of blast through these,
Yeah,
right?
movies.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
5 movies of
All right.
You
2019.
just tell us your
Yeah,
5.
Okay,
just
here it
go
goes.
all
Oh,
5.
all 5? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Number 5, Joker.
Yeah, okay, good one. I'm
Number
gonna add
4,
that.
Star Wars. Rise of
This is
Skywalker.
my list.
Number 3, Toy Story 4.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Number Deuce, Wickle Tickle 3.
Ooh, Wickle
Ooh,
Tickle.
good.
Number 1,
John Wick.
Yeah.
Endgame.
I like
There it
it.
is.
I want to go last because my list is not going to be fun for you guys.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna like mine either. All right, so number 5, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
Number 4 was John Wick.
Wickles.
Number 3 was Spider-Man.
Spiderman.
Oh, wait. Into the
Peterman.
Spider-Verse? Oh, no. Far From Home.
No, Into the Spider-Verse came out this year, right?
I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
Or was that last
No,
year?
I
it
think
might have been
was.
18.
I felt it came out this year.
I think it was
It
last
might have been
year.
right on the cusp.
It was last Oscar season, that's for sure. So probably was
Into
last
the
year.
Spider-Verse is 18.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'll just change that to Spider-Man
Far
Far
From
From Home.
There we
Spiderman.
go.
Easier, easy jump. Number 2, Joker. Number
Okay.
1, easily Endgame.
Yeah.
Easily. Okay, well, you have a top 4, so I'll just do mine really quick. since you probably haven't even. People are gonna be like, "What is he talking about?" Okay, my number 5. Honestly, none of you didn't even name a movie that was on my top 5. Neither one of you did. Number 5 movie for me of 2019, Booksmart. Number 4 movie, Marriage Story. Number 3, Uncut Gems. Number 2, Ad Astra. Number 1, My Name Is Dolomite on Netflix. Which, if you have not watched it, you should. It's fantastic. And Eddie Murphy's a genius, and he's back, and that movie is so good.
What's it called?
My Name is Dolomite.
Okay, I'll watch it.
I'm
I
gonna-
love
super
Eddie Murphy.
underrated.
I'm going to keep that so I can watch all 5 of those because I haven't watched any of them.
Yeah, they're really good. Marriage Story and My Name is Dolomite are both Netflix movies, so they're on Netflix now for you to watch. And I think Booksmart's out too to stream.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I do want to see Booksmart.
yeah, you should. It's good. Female director, gotta.
You
Pump
gotta
our female
support it,
directors.
man.
Even though she is Olivia Wilde, not like she needs my support, but anyway.
But still.
Yeah. Anyway, let's hear your top 4.
I actually added a 5.
Oh, go ahead.
So my 5 is Wickles.
Oh, wow.
You know what? We actually really have the same list, just in like.
in different order.
I think I definitely am like the big movies. I'm not really watching anything like down.
Well, I didn't think about putting those in my top 5, which I didn't think about, which probably would have been better. But where my mind went was all the big movies that came out this year. But Star
Totally.
Wars didn't even make my list.
But that's also what I always
Sawbrace.
watch.
no.
So my number 4 is Star Wars.
Oh.
Okay.
Number 3 is Spiderman.
Spiderman?
Peterman.
Number 2 is Endgame, and number 1's Toy Story.
And I'll say, like, I mean, I
Okay.
saw all those movies,
Yeah.
and I didn't hate most
No,
of them.
yeah, I think you just obviously have
Yeah.
different
And
movie tastes than us.
I can
a little
say-
more refined.
I like Joker a lot too. I did like the movie. It's just like to put it. I don't know, to speak highly of Joker. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch Joker again.
You know, I
It's
feel
a
the same
hard
way.
But
I
movie.
feel the
see,
same
you
way.
talked about feeling something. Like I remember watching it. I'm like,
No,
God,
yeah, no.
this might be the darkest movie I've ever seen.
I liked Joker. I'm saying for that reason though, like it's dark. Like
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit through it again. It's like
Yeah.
there are some movies where you watch it once, you're like, oh, I'm really glad I paid attention because that touched me, but I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it
Yeah.
again.
Mhm.
Like, and that's just a dark movie, and I liked it, and I liked those other movies too, mostly,
Yeah.
except for apparently Star Wars. I didn't like, but
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next top 5 is original streaming shows.
oh yeah, I did that one too.
Original streaming shows. Dilly, go.
All right. Okay, so we've got my number 5 is The Boys
Ooh,
on Amazon.
that is
Oh
good.
man, I forgot about that one.
Not
The
on my-
Boys.
I
not on my
forgot
list.
about
That
it.
was
Can
good.
I add a few to mine?
And I should have probably bumped that up in the list, actually. I've got Punisher.
Yeah.
is coming in after that. I don't know if this was 18 or 19, but Narcos was really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Pedro. You know,
Pedro
he's in
Pascal.
there.
He was in The Great Wall, by the way. I worked on that. No big
Oh,
deal.
cool.
Okay. Number 2, Mando. Number 1, Curtis's show, Stranger Things.
Yay.
Ooh, nice.
I when I did my list, I forgot about it. I mean, it's on my list now, but like it took me way too long to remember. Oh yeah, one of the shows I worked on.
Oh, right.
Buddy.
All right, I'll go. All right, top 5 shows. Number 5, it sounds weird, but Living with Yourself with Paul Rudd.
I watched it. I like it.
It was original. I thought it was fun. I didn't expect it to like it as much as I did. I thought it was a fun show.
That's a show,
new
not a
concept.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a show. Then number 4 is The Boys.
Yeah. Dang it, I forgot The Boys.
Number 3 was Chernobyl. Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Great. Yeah.
that's
I thought
great.
that was super good, and it really showed me a lot more than what I thought.
That should definitely be on my list.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Number 2 is Watchmen.
Yep.
And then number 1 is Mando.
Really? Choose Watchmen?
Dude, Watchmen is
So
phenomenal. Like, I'm
So
actually
good.
really surprised.
They killed that.
It from the first episode, it really draws you in, but more of just the pacing of the movie and the music. It might be the best thing HBO's done.
Yeah.
In a long, long time.
Well, I'll do my list next because I'll tell you my number 1 is Watchmen, and I think it was by far the best show of the year. It was so good, so well done. Regina King is a fantastic actress, and they did such a good job telling an original story from stuff.
Did you think she was going to be as good as she was?
Yeah. Well, yes, she's incredible. Like,
I know, but I didn't know if I was going to gravitate towards her as much as I.
Oh, I did. I've loved her in everything she's ever been in. She's a
okay.
fantastic actress. I can't even say she's underrated anymore because she has she's won awards, but she is amazing, and she was so good in this. And everyone was great from the top to the bottom. Like Gene Smart was great. Regina King was great. What's his face? Who played Adrian Veidt?
I'm not good with
the old British man.
Oh,
he's the bad guy in Die Hard 3.
Yeah.
Hans Gruber?
No, that's
Hans Gruber's
one.
brother.
Oh, yeah.
Hans Grubes.
I don't know his name.
Brother Grubes.
I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, my list of top streamings. Number 5 was Mandalorian. Liked, did not love. Number 4, I believe, had a season this year, but I'm saying Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon. So good.
Yeah.
I just started
love that show.
I'm only in season 1. I'm just
Why
about to finish
wasn't it
season
on your
1.
list?
It's so good.
Because I do love that show, but I didn't know if it would make my top 5. But nobody watches that show. It might be the only one.
My brother actually got on me about it, and he is not the type who really likes shows like that. And he was like, "You got to watch it." So I did, and it's fantastic.
I didn't think I would like it. Michelle
Yeah.
started me on it, and she won't even watch it now, and I'm
Oh,
obsessed.
really?
Yeah, it's really good.
I can't stop watching
I've heard
it.
a lot of good things about it.
My number 3 was Orange is the New Black because it finished the season. And it's really, this was a fine season to end it. They ended it a really good way, but it was like, also, there's like 8 or 9 seasons of that show. It's 7 seasons. I don't know. It's a long time for the show to be on. And they touched on a lot of really heavy topics and really interesting themes that I think are important that people should be talking about. So I really enjoyed the show, and they ended it on a good note. And like I cried like 5 times during the last episode. So it was good. I was into that show. Number 2, Stranger Things, because it's good and I worked on it. And number 1 was Watchmen.
That's a good list. My number 5 is I kind of want to move this off of my list completely and replace it. I'm removing Mando completely off of my list.
Oh.
Wow.
And replacing it with Boys.
Oh yeah, Boys is good.
Because I
Boys is
100% liked Boys so much more than Mando.
Wow.
My number 4 is Handmaid's Tale.
Okay.
My number 3 is Jack Ryan.
I just started that. I started it and then I went away from it and now I'm back. It's really good.
I really like
is really
it.
good.
I haven't watched it.
I just loved seeing Jim Halpert in this role.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's good.
He's so good and he's just attractive. My number 2 is Star Trek Discovery. And number 1 is Stranger Things.
Nice.
Dang, number 1.
I thought Norseman would be on your list.
That's what I was thinking.
Norseman, but I don't know. I don't know if I consider that a Netflix original.
Okay.
Because Netflix, it's like original.
Yeah, they had to go back and remake it.
Right, because I don't think that it's an original Netflix.
I don't know. I've never watched it.
It's really good.
Although you could say the same thing for like Money Heist. It was a Spanish show that I've been watching that they dubbed into English. But yeah, it's not like technically production wise.
Right.
It's you get into weird gray areas with
Right.
streaming because like even
Yeah.
these HBO shows that we're talking about like technically aren't streaming services, right? They are cable.
Right.
But you know, you guys said it was fine, so I went with HBO.
Yeah, we did. HBO was fine. Okay, so moving on to are those all the top 5s you have?
Those are the 2 that I did.
Okay, so the other ones are a little more show specific.
Right.
Yes.
So we were talking about maybe our top 5 celebs that we've interviewed or interacted with this year.
My number 5 is Sam Jones, the OG Flash.
Yeah.
Got to meet
Flash
him.
Gordon.
And the best part is he stopped me and was like, "Hey, what's Hardly Heroes?"
He's like, "What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Come
and
on
then
over."
yeah, he was like, "You want to interview me?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." Dan Fogler, because I love him in Fanboys.
Yeah.
And Balls of Fury, like I just think he's hilarious. He was super nice. Number 3, Jason Momoa. Number 2, and I know people are going to probably be surprised he dropped to number 2, but is Austin St. John, the real Red Ranger.
Yeah.
That was a great moment, but number 1, my favorite guy from Land of the Lost, Wesley.
Ure.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wesley Ure is just...
He came in on top, huh?
For the sheer fact that I got to see him twice, and the second time he like locked eyes with me, and we hung out.
That's because
that
I
whole
was
weekend.
directly behind you. And me and him had like a little connection thing going on.
He invited me to his house. He was like, "You want to come up for the weekend?"
I was up in the raft.
hang out. You know what I mean? Like chill, have a couple of
Did he say
brouhahas.
that? Did
Yeah.
he say that?
He's like, "Anytime, you're welcome at my house."
Remember he used to have those raging parties back in the day.
I
He
know.
was telling us about that. Sam
I was
Jones
born in the wrong era.
concurred.
Okay, Dilly, you go.
All right, number 5 was Eddie Deason from Greece.
Oh, yeah.
He was fun.
Dude, he was
And I didn't
amazing.
expect him to like just start cussing and like, during the panel. It just totally threw me off guard, but he was really cool.
He was awesome.
He was fun. Okay, number 4 was the Land of the Lost reunion tour. So when we had them all there.
All of them.
Chaka.
Yeah.
Number 3 was your boy Sam Jones.
Oh yeah.
Number 2, I got a little starstruck during this one.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't know how to say words. The honky tonk man had the
Yeah.
belt. It was
Yeah.
legit. I was
You were
like,
really-
He even
he's
had his
right here.
outfit.
Yeah. He still had the same hair. Yeah, he pretty much looked the same.
He looked just like he did when he wrestled, like
Right.
straight
He
up.
was OG. Number 1, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, George Lowe.
Yeah.
Killed
He
it
was
during
crazy.
the panel.
He
It
was crazy.
Just so like, just off the rails,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, George Lowe, number 1.
Yeah, so my list, I haven't done a ton of like the panels and stuff. I'm like all new to it. So so Wesley Ure, because you interviewed him, but I got to meet him at the con, and he
Love that
he was
dude.
really sweet to me because I was with you. Dan Fogler was insane. He was totally crazy.
He was.
My number 3 is Kato Kalin.
Oh yeah, Kato! Forgot about that. We were hanging out with Kato.
I was so
For real?
insanely excited to meet Kato Kalin that I like literally couldn't stop looking at him because I'm
Remember
like,
how scared Goat was too? He's like, he was gonna leave the
Oh, yeah.
con when he saw Kato.
yeah, he was very upset. Number 2 was the Alien Space Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
They were super cool. And then number 1 for sure, Space Ghost was insane. He was crazy.
He was awesome.
He was literally insane. He
Yes,
just
he
walked
was
in
the
the room
best.
and was just like on it.
He's just on one, yeah.
Okay, so
next one is top 5 sayings.
Okay, yeah, you guys go. I'm not gonna do this one.
And we do have a clip from Sonny on this one, so we can't forget to play his.
Okay, so you guys go, and then we'll play Sunny.
Okay, so
I'll go first.
You go first,
Yeah.
because my list is long.
Your list is good. So my number 5 is Parmalarm.
Parmalarm. Don't play it. Okay, go.
My number 4
Don't play it.
is Sheboygan.
Yeah, Sheboygan's
Whoa.
a good one.
My number 3 is Big Biscuit.
Oh,
Big
sleeper hit.
Yeah. Number 2, TBG.
TBG.
Gotta love that TBG. Tower Bridge Grip.
Yeah.
And then my number 1 is Jadat.
Ooh, wow. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I got up in some of those.
Okay, what's yours?
Wow. Okay, so I have like 10 of them, so I'm just gonna rattle them off. Edward Scissors Hands. Sheboygan.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Jurassic.
She couldn't say Jurassic. She's like, Jurassic?
Jennifer Aniston.
What are these all things I've said?
The Light Sabre. Deep Cuts.
Oh yeah,
I
Deep
forgot
Cuts
about
is
Deep
good.
Cuts.
You got to have some love for Steamed Up, you know.
Yeah, Steamed Up's
That's a
always
classic.
good.
Classic.
Classic.
And Peterman.
Oh, Peterman.
Peterman. Yeah, Peterman's good.
Yeah.
What's really good is I don't think anyone knew that I said it until someone wrote in and was like, "Do you guys know that Sheila said Peterman?"
I think it might have been Shaquille.
Yeah, she was like, Peterman?
I think I just said Peterman instead of
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
She's
Spider-Man.
like, Peterman? You know.
Peterman.
Okay, so let's
All
play
right,
Sunny.
so then... Oh, yeah,
Sunny's.
play Sunny's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5. Bale, bale, bale. Let's do this shit. So let's start on number 5. The word AKA. Now, you have used that word AKA so many times, especially one guy named Goat, that you have totally reinvented the name or the word or the syllable, whatever you call it, AKA. So I was thinking you guys should market it on it and reinvent the word AKA. You should call it AHHN, which stands for Awesome Harley Hero Names. There.
I like that.
You don't have to use AKAs anymore. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Number 4. Jurassic. Not Jurassic, but Jurassics. I'm not that a pro saying of cheese words, but I think that's the word.
Because they're not really
Anyway,
English.
I rewatched every Jurassic Park movie with that word in my mind. And the movies are totally awesome in ways I can't describe. Okay, number 3. Anything that is the word with steamed up, pumped up,
Yeah.
boiled up, pressure cooked up, steaming hot. You know, any word that has the word steam or anything that is hot. That is definitely on a hot number 3. And on second place would be nicknames. Which that is like the one thing that has evolved since one person started talking in this show. I'm
Our
not
least
naming
favorite host.
anyone, but
Favorite host.
someone cheesy perhaps. Nah, I think yeah. So as a dedication, you guys should maybe rename nicknames to schnames.
Schnames.
You know, and the definition of using schnames
Schnames.
is a person who gives themselves all the nicknames.
I like
There you have
that.
it, Shmi.
I like it.
You don't have to say nicknames anymore.
I
You
have a
can
new
say
Schnames.
snake.
schnames. And on number 1 is the word I haven't figured out what means. Maybe because I'm a foreigner up north in the cold country. Is Jadat? Jadat?
Yes.
Jadadat. Jadad this.
Sanction that.
Guys,
That's sanctioned.
give me a freaking explanation. That word is number 1 because I just like the word Jadat and I don't know
Oh my god.
what it means.
so
Love that it's
Please explain.
so great.
International.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I hope you liked my top 5.
That was
Thanks, Sonny.
fantastic.
Thanks for that was good.
Fantastic.
I feel like he
Fantastic.
touched on everybody.
Yeah.
So you guys, what does Jadat mean?
It's on the website. I mean, the definition is there. So
It is on the website. So
Okay,
if
But
you don't
basically,
know, go-
the Cliff Notes version of it is it's like I agree with that.
yeah.
Okay.
Jadat.
Jadat. Yeah.
Okay.
We have one last top 5, and this is a group top 5 that we did together. It's our top 5 HH moments of the year.
Of 2019.
Number 5 was the live show at WizCon. Number 4 was the Sunny Show, the Indian Viking takeover. Number 3 was our Endgame short film that we made, the TBG Birth.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 2 was our Star Wars event, and number 1 was our Endgame movie event.
Those were definitely the highlights of the year. All right, the
Hardly Heroes fan experience.
The fan experiences are so much fun. Curtis has been.
I have.
Not to the Star Wars.
He's been to 2.
But he went to both
You
Avengers.
went to Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, I did. Yep, and they were fun. I apparently didn't put my cup away in a timely enough fashion for some folk. But I did have a good time, unbeknownst... Since I didn't know that I was annoying your mother, I just was blindly having fun. My bad. They were good, and I liked the little you could do giveaways and the little things, and we went bowling after one.
And that's when we did the show after Infinity War.
Oh yeah, we did, right? At the house.
That's right. Yeah. You guys kind of did a fresh off the movie.
Yeah, and I ripped it apart.
Yeah,
that show was insane because we had 6 people. It was
with 6 people plus
the bear, the bird, and the goat.
Yeah, and then also we had a gallery of people watching.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah,
that was super fun.
Yeah.
That was when the birth of the stickers came out. The bear, the bird, and the goat.
That's right. Our tavern.
Yeah,
that's right.
The podcast where they actually know shit.
Okay.
That's right. That is
so
really
good.
And that's actually totally true because you, bird, and goat. I
are a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, I actually, goat for sure, but on certain things, I think. But you and bird seem like
pretty well rounded.
Yeah, just kind of smarter
pop
people.
Culture
you
type of stuff.
Yeah, if you have a question and one of you guys are around, you'll probably know it.
Yeah, we're Jeremy Irons. It just came to me. Sorry, that's the old guy from The Watchmen.
There you go.
Speaking of being smart and trying to know things,
we're still waiting for you to, get back to that question from the beginning of the show.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, so we do have a sidekick mail. Sorry, I keep looking at you. It's
Don't
just
let Buddy.
Sidekick mail.
You know what I'm saying? You're
in
just
your
in
eye
my
line. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna have the actual person that can read.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
Yep. That's actually better.
Oh, okay.
You have one.
Oh,
Give mine back.
This one's not cut off by staples.
Okay.
All right, so this one is from Johnny, a.k.a. the Norwegian Titan.
We're waiting for Johnny to come on the show now.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hi, guys and girls. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Just downloaded the new episode, so I'm going out to buy beer and enjoy the show in peace and harmony and alone in my gaming corner.
Nice.
Oh,
Glad to see somebody else has a gaming corner.
Yeah.
Say hello to Logan, Mammy, and Bird for being awesome on the After Dark show. He says. Support Hardly Heroes podcast and find out what I'm talking about. Sidekicks and villains. Wish you all the best. And I will continue to listen and support you all through the next year too. Shout out to the GOAT, a.k.a. the Very Black Ranger, a.k.a. the Sneaker Man, and Manny, a.k.a. the Mad Blanny, also a.k.a. Blando Calrissian.
I like that.
And we must not forget Hector, a.k.a. the Collector, a.k.a. HTC, of course, and the rest of the wonderful people on my second home, in my second home, Sacramento.
Woo, woo.
Cheers from Johnny, a.k.a. the Norwegian Titan.
Thanks, Johnny, for writing in.
Yeah.
We're really we're looking forward to getting you on the show.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, to get that, just to kind of complete that Norwegian takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys, just talking about
real
quick, I do want to give some shout outs. We have some new patrons for the premium show. So we got Fabian.
Fabes?
So
nice.
Fabian is a good friend of mine. He's been to a lot of our fan experience events.
Yeah.
We work together at PF Chang's.
Chang-a-langs.
Yep.
Lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Chang spicy chicken. Yum.
No, dude, the Kung Pao. Yeah.
Chang spicy chicken.
But what's funny is when I worked at PF Chang's, it's you could just walk up to a table and you just know they're gonna be we want the chicken lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
It's just an automatic.
It's everybody ordered the chicken lettuce wraps.
I felt like that was probably the most popular thing on the menu.
100%.
They're so good.
They are good, actually.
And they're light and crispy.
Nice little cup.
Yeah.
So good.
So we also have Larry. Larry's actually
Lair
knows Parm.
Mike
they used to
Lowry?
work together.
Mike Lowry.
And
Sorry.
he's all
Mike Lowry. All right,
It's a little
go
Bad
ahead.
Boys reference
Carry
for
on.
you.
So Lair, he's a client of mine, so he's a new patron. We also have Dellis, which is Marie. Which is
I know her.
You know Marie
Dellis.
Dellis?
We worked at Borders
She
together.
worked at Borders.
God, so many Borders
I
people.
know. The
in
B crew was
HQ.
real.
Dude, it really was. Like, the B crew is 100%. Curtis was there. I worked there. Parm worked there. Bird worked there.
Yep.
Marie Dellis worked there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
It's crazy how you guys have all
Crazy.
kind of stayed together.
So weird, right?
Yeah. Like,
You know, I feel like there's sometimes those jobs. I don't know if it's the time in your life or if it's just the group of people,
Yeah.
but it lasts
Stick around
forever.
Yeah, because like even on Facebook, like I'm still friends with like a few people that work there. That
Well, yeah, like Sheila Brown came to our movie event.
Oh wow.
Remember Sheila Brown?
Yeah, and then I'm friends with like Tammy and Kelly.
Oh
and
yeah,
people
Tammy
on-
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. And
What
the
about
oth-
David?
The other April.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on there on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, lots of
So many. It
just
was
the B crew.
It was a really good crew.
Is it
Bunch
B
of-
unit?
I like that B crew.
Yeah, but I mean like. It's like the biggest bunch of nerds you ever met because
Yeah.
it's like a bunch of kids who work at a bookstore.
Yeah.
And, like we weren't doing the funnest stuff. I mean, we were like having like little parties or whatever and hanging out, but it wasn't
was
like
fun.
Yeah, it was fun, but it wasn't like
It's not like you worked at a bar and you guys were raging.
right. We weren't going out like bar hopping or
Yeah.
anything. Like we were just kicking it, playing. Board
I
games.
feel like
It
the
was
cool lesbian crew worked over in the cafe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's kind of why I moved over because
Yeah.
like Jovi and Sarah worked over there and they were like cool and they were lesbians and they were like just way cooler than us. They weren't book nerds.
No, yeah.
So anyway, and then we also another new patron is Lenny.
Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny Oaks. Our
Thank you.
Yeah, our sidekick from Denver.
Yeah.
So he's also a new patron. He's actually driving a few states, so he's catching up. He just just became a patron, so he's catching up
Nice.
on the After
And
Darks.
pretty soon, hopefully next week, we will have Curtis and Curtis's mom.
Yeah, maybe on the list.
We could like share a login, right?
Well,
Like,
I mean, it's $2.
It's $2. Actually, $3 because she wants to go back and listen.
Oh,
to
that's right.
All
his.
right, $6 coming your way.
Okay, so that's it. Thanks to our new patrons. Thank you guys for supporting. Thanks for all of our all of our patrons.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
love
it means
you.
a lot. And we want to thank Curtis for coming.
Thanks, Curtis.
Yeah,
That was fun.
It was super fun to have you,
No
and
problem.
we are looking forward to your review on Mando on the After Door.
okay.
We're gonna get into Mando in the After Dark, so I'm excited. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
where
think it's
can-
gonna get heated.
Where can they find us, Shmi?
They can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. They can find us at YouTube at Hardly Heroes.
Where
they can
else?
find us at Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
Number one.
They can also find us Facebook Sanctorum.
Yep.
They can find us
Keep the show going on the Hardly Heroes Sanctorum.
They can find us at hardlyheroes at gmail. They can email us at hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
Or just go to hardlyheroes.com.
Yes. And just remember one thing.
Whoa,
Disclaimer.
that's my thing.
They don't know shit.
Just remember one thing.
Apparently, it's hers now.
No.
She took it from
You
me.
guys have a good night.
Bye.
See you guys.
Love
Bye.
you.